The Motherboard by Keith, Cyril, Zach, Roshan, and Jaden.
What is a motherboard? The motherboard can be compared to human nervous system.
You don't understand, do you? You have a big stereo system.
The motherboard is connected to every part of the computer, just like the human nervous system is connected to every part of the body. An example is when you touch a flame, the sensory nerves in your finger send messages back to your brain and tell you to move your arm out of the way. The motherboard works in the same way, by receiving and sending messages back. But this happens so fast we don't even realize it.
Where is the motherboard located? The motherboard is located at the back of the tower. The back wall is a wall opposite to the wall that the tower can be opened by. The motherboard is attached to this wall. If you open the tower, you can see the motherboard attached to the back wall with all of the components attached to the motherboard. If there's a motherboard, is there a fatherboard as well? The answer is no, but there is something called a daughter board. The daughter board is like a small motherboard. It attaches to the big motherboard and allows for more space for attachments like peripherals and The Motherboard by Keith, Cyril, Zach, Roshan, and Jaden.
Every motherboard has a CPU, just like the brain in the human body. Also in a motherboard, there's something called RAM, which is pretty much like a memory. There's also something called PSI chips. Slots. IO port. There's something called IO port. Audio chip. And various bus lines.
On the motherboard, the CPU is found at the middle, at the top of the motherboard. Right next to it is where the RAM slots are found, the randomly accessed memory. Right next to the CPU slot is where the I/O ports are found. This is where the video cables are plugged into and the audio slots. Underneath the I/O ports is where the PCI Express and PCI slots are found. Underneath the PCI Express slots is where the audio chipset is found. This is for conducting audio and output of audio. Next, around the motherboard are also bus lines.
Here is the motherboard. The motherboard is like the nervous system of a computer. All the parts of the motherboard are connected and they send information to each other. For example, this is the mother hugging all of her children, just like the motherboard.